Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, y'all, in other news outside of Diddy, because like I said, I'm kind of sick of seeing Diddy news right now. So I see this out here about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. So, y'all, whenever I see Angelina and Brad Pitt's names in the headlines, it's always something that, something or going on or something that they're bickering about. I think the last time I saw them in the headlines, it was something about the kids, you know, visitation or custody or whatever. But y'all know I don't be in these people's lives. Let me tell y'all, if this is the first time y'all seeing one of my videos, let me let you know now that I really don't be in these people's lives. I don't be caring about to be in their lives enough to know what's going on in their lives, to be in their lives, every day, or knowing every inkling of what they have going on. But now I'm kind of having to start doing it. I started making these videos maybe about 2 or 3 months ago. So since I started making these videos, y'all, I'm having to be scrolling around social media and on the blogs and in the news and all of that, and knowing about these people's lives a little bit more than I normally would be. So, no, right now, I don't know, or, whatever's going on with Brad and Angelina. So, y'all, let me read this right here and see, you know what I'm saying, what they have going on. So it says Angelina Jolie claims Brad Pitt abused her pre 2016 plane incident. Angelina Jolie is floating new allegations against Brad Pitt, claiming he roughed her up before the plane incident that ended their marriage. But we're hearing a different story. In court docs obtained by TMZ, Angie's attorneys levied a heavy accusation against her ex, namely in that he allegedly physically abused her before their incident in the sky, September 2016, which Angelina has maintained involved Brad putting hands on their kid. Oh yeah, I do. I think I heard about that. I think I remember hearing about that. So okay, y'all, moving along with the article. We know Brad's denied that and that the authorities cleared him of wrongdoing, but Angelina has continued to insist it happened, including here, where her attorneys say that abuse AJ claims to have endured via Brad actually predated whatever happened in 2016. They write, while Pitt's history of physical abuse of Jolie started well before the family's September 2016 plane trip from France to Los Angeles, this flight marked the first time he turned his physical abuse on the children as well. Jolie then immediately left him. Angelina and her team do not detail what allegedly occurred pre 2016, but they're certainly hitting there's more to tell from her side anyway. The reason it's even coming up right now is because Angelina's lawyers have filed a motion in an ongoing winery case Angie and Brad are still involved in, with BP suing Angie for trying to sell her shares of their winery, Chateau Marabal, to a third party. While her team filed this week, if granted, will force Brad's camp to fork over communications, which Angie's team believes will help sell their argument that Brad allegedly refused to let her sell her winery shares without signing a reworked NDA. Angelina's lawyers say they believe Brad has been trying to muzzle Angelina further by having her sign a more expensive and meticulous NDA. I think I pronounced that right, y'all. But if I didn't, y'all see it right here. So, but I think I pronounced that right. NDA, and what they claim is an effort to stop her from leaking any info that might be damaging to Brad. Her team claims she was down to sign a standard NDA in her original offer to sell him her shares, but claims he backpedaled and wanted it tightened up amid their custody dispute. As for Brad's side, we're hearing the exact opposite from everything Angie's claiming. Someone close to Brad tells us what Angelina's doing here is par for the course, in which a decision doesn't go her way and she puts out false and misleading info like this to change the narrative and confuse the public, especially for a case like this playing out in court. We're told Brad knows the claims she's making don't hold any water because they've already been litigated in family court, with a judge giving him 50-50 custody of their children. In other words, if these abuse claims were true, a judge wouldn't have done that. In terms of Angie's claims about the NDA, we're told Brad and company proposed a more narrow NDA that really only focused on their business, and that Angelina is the one who wanted a broader NDA, preventing both of them from disparaging the other. Bottom line, Brad thinks it's all BS, and if this is any indication, the fighting's far from over. We've reached out to Brad for comments. So far, no word back. People first broke the news. Oh, People magazine, not People as in people, but yeah, People magazine. So yeah, y'all, this crazy. So yeah, because I'm kind of looking at uh if the judge granted them 50-50 custody, I don't think that that would have happened if the child abuse claims fell through. You know what I'm saying? So is she lying? Like, what did she? You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like I said at the beginning, in the beginning of this video, I do not be in these people's business like that. So I really don't know what Brad and Angelina have going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Their story is a fine example. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like the perfect example of, you know what I'm saying? Showing how thin the line between love and hate is. Because one time before, he cheating on Jennifer Aniston for her, y'all doing all this cheating and y'all so in love, y'all, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't be without each other. Then you got married. Then you started having kids together and adopting all of these kids together and all of that. And everything seemed it was all fine in Brad and Angelina's La La Land. You see what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Just like I said, y'all was so in love. Like, when did the line cross where y'all hated each other so much? So because I'm looking like, is she lying? Like, is Angelina lying on Brad? Like, was that whole thing about him abusing the kids? Like, was that whole thing? Because it said that. Let me see if I can find that, y'all. It says that that's why she left him. That's when she left him immediately. Okay, so it's saying right here in the September 2016 plane trip from France to Los Angeles, and she said that that was the first time that he turned his physical abuse on the children, and that's when she immediately left him. So you know what I'm saying? That right there does sound credible. You know what I'm saying? I can see if, you know what I'm saying, her and Brad had their thing going on, and you know what I'm saying, then he turned that abuse onto the kids. So you know what I'm saying, that sounds like, anybody in their right mind would be out. Anybody in their right mind would have been out with the physical abuse that was going on with them. But we all know how that goes, y'all. Like, how many of those stories do we see where physical abuse is going on, and the other party, whether it's a man or a woman, but the party decides to stay with the abuser. But then once the abuser starts turning that abuse onto the kids, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's icing on the cake right there. I'm out of here. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said I could see, that happening. But if that really did happen, because what was the other part that said, I think there was another part that I've read that Brad, well, yeah, here it is right here, because it says that Brad denied. Okay, let me go up a little bit more, y'all, because this is still talking about the physical abuse from, while they were on the plane trip from France to Los Angeles. And she is saying that he's abused. I mean, that Brad denied those accusations, but Angelina is, she's still, saying that it's what happened. But like I said right here, Brad denied that, and then even the authorities cleared him of any wrongdoing. So that's still not to say that he didn't do what she said that he did, but it's kind of looking like, is she, you know what I'm saying? Is that hate? They hate each other so much, or she hate him so much. You know what I'm saying? She's just doing the stuff that she's doing and saying what she's saying out of spite. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Just like I say about these celebrities, y'all, just like I always say about these celebrities, no matter how much we like these people, we do not know anything about these people personally. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on in their lives. We don't know if Brad is an abuser or if Angelina is a liar. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know, I guess, unless all of this plays out in court. But you know what I'm saying? We've seen a part that played out in court where Brad, you know what I'm saying, where Brad was granted, you know what I'm saying, they have 50-50 custody of the kids. And just like it said that if they, you know what I'm saying, like right here, so if the judge granted them, you know what I'm saying, 50-50 custody, then I'm, kind of believing what Brad, Brad denying that ever happened. Because if there was any type of physical child abuse going on with the kids, y'all, I don't think the judge would have granted 50-50 custody. You know what I'm saying, between parents. I don't think that would have happened. And then I don't even know, just like I said, I'm not in their business enough to even know. I know that some of those kids, are the kids grown now? I think the kids grown now, or most of them are grown now, something like that, or either, 18, 19 years old, 20 maybe, or something like that. But they're not little babies anymore. But I need to kind of, you know what I'm saying, do a little research on this because I want to see, pull up. Maybe I'll see what I can find before I post this video. But I don't know if they do or don't have a relationship with their father. Like I said, I don't know what's going on in their lives. So I'm just seeing this right here, and I just kind of wanted to put my 2 cents in it because just like I said, Brad and Angelina story is the perfect example. If you need to explain what people mean when they say it's a thin line between love and hate, Angelina and Brad's story is a perfect example of how thin that line is. Cause just like I said, y'all, in the beginning of this story, one time before, they couldn't be without each other. Y'all so in love with each other, getting married and doing all that, all this cheating that y'all doing, because they were supposed to have fell in love with each other while they were making, what movie was that? I think it was Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I think that was the movie. While they were making that movie, they fell in love with each other during the movie or whatever because both of them starred in the movie. And Brad Pitt was with Jennifer Aniston at the time. I'm not sure who Angelina Jolie or if she was with anybody at the time. But Brad Pitt was in a full blown relationship with Jennifer Aniston, and they had been in a relationship for a while. I think like for a couple of years at least. You know what I'm saying? They had been in a relationship for a while, and he cheated on her with Angelina Jolie while they made that movie. And by the time they finished making that movie, they were a couple. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that line between love and hate is, I mean, like it's almost non-existently thin. Like you almost can't even see it. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So this just kind of crazy right here. So just like I said, you don't know which one of these to believe. I almost kind of, believe Brad a little bit because if the allegations that she's throwing out there against him, kind of like not sticking. She tried to do that. He was physically abusing the kids, but the judge obviously didn't believe that and ended up giving them 50-50 custody. And you know what I'm saying? Some of this other stuff that is looked like that she's throwing out, and then his people coming back saying that wasn't what it was. So I need to look into Brad and Angelina's story more deeply because if she's doing all this lying on him, then what did he do to her? Like, was he really like, was he really physically abusing her, or was that just something that she was just saying, or you know what I'm saying? Because just like I said, we see that the physical, what she was trying to say about him physically abusing the kids, obviously didn't stick if the judge gave him, partial custody of what I'm saying, of the kids. So what do they have going on, y'all? Because just like I said, I need to look more into their story because It seemed like she just really hating this man. Now, like I'm saying, y'all, I'm not saying that she's lying about whatever she's whatever she's accusing him of. But again, like I say, at the end of the day, we do not know these people. We do not know what they have going on in their personal lives outside of what they allow us to see. And every now and again, we might get a little sneak peek of what's really going on when somebody get mad at somebody or something like that. Just like the situation with Angelina and Brad Pitt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was so in love one time, and now y'all just have so much stuff going on. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in this because, just like I said, is what she's saying about him, is it really what it is? Or, you know what I'm saying? She just hate him. She just hates him that much, and it's just, she just saying stuff. So, anywho, y'all, thank y'all again for watching my video. I'm out.